Hello, Tony? Man, you are a hard feller to get a hold of these days. It's Hillbilly. Hillbilly Scribs in the fraction. Yeah, that's right. I know we ain't talked in a while, but you know who I am. And you are still in the fraction, my friend. Yeah. Well, that's what I was calling to talk to you about. I know you got a couple matches coming up real soon. I am gonna for sure be there for your match with that there cleanser fella. And I'm gonna try to be there for the other one, but I can't make no promises. Well, you know how it is, man. Making all these shows and making all these t-shirts takes a lot of time. Yeah, well, yeah, you know how it is. You're off doing that new British Empire thing over there, which you're doing a great job at, by the way. Yeah, so you know how it is. You get kind of busy. All right, well, the main reason I was calling is for some fraction business. We ain't got to talk about it right now. We ain't got to figure it out right now. But pretty soon, we're going to have to figure out which one of us is going to be taking on that Ruby feller next. Yeah, I know, man. He just walked right over Mark. I really thought this little experiment would be done by now. Yeah, well, like I said, we ain't got to figure it out today, but we need to start putting our heads together and figuring it out real quick. Yeah, so we can get ready. I don't want to say I'm scared, but I am concerned. We'll leave it at that. All right, brother. Well, I will see you this weekend for your match. All right, Hillbilly out. He didn't even know who I was. Howdy, folks. This is your good friend Hillbilly Scribs with you for another one of these here episodes of the Hillbilly Hollar. And folks, we have got a big show today. As a matter of fact, it was so big I had to cut it in half. And I already put out half of it earlier this week. But for today's show, we're going to kind of do the same stuff that we do every day. We're going to talk about all the matches that happened last week and the week before that. And we're going to take a look forward at what's coming up next week. And we're going to start things off today by going over and discussing some of the big news here in the MTFO. As most of you folks know, we had a major announcement by the founder of the MTFO, you know, that Spaniard feller, David Garcia, and he went and said that they have a plan for the backlog of matches. Basically, most of those matches are going to be coming out, and they're going to be coming out within a week. So we'll have a week of backlog matches. And then he also talked about the big end of the year event that's going to be going on here in the movie Trivia Face-Off next month. And a quick breakdown of the matches that will be covered in that event is as follows. There will be a Christmas Frenzy match. There will be a Family Face-Off number 2, which will feature the Morrisette girls versus them there Mariano girls. There's going to be a special geek match to be determined. We're going to crown our first Star Wars champion in a match. We're going to have a big old 4-on-4 MTFO versus Full Metal Trivia match. And to cap this thing off, the icing on the cake, we're going to have an MTFO Singles Championship match. Man, those were some pretty dang big announcements. A little bit more than the Hillbilly could talk about on his own. So, you know how earlier I said this week's Hillbilly Hollar got split into 2 shows? Well, the first show was a premiere episode of the Hillbilly Hangout. Now, folks, this was the first episode of a new show I'm going to be doing. It's a long-form interview show, and for my first guest, I had on that there Sandman feller, John Mariano, and we talked and discussed all about the big announcement. And surprisingly, we had a bunch of the same opinions on it. Now, that there was surprisingly a whole lot of fun, mostly on account of John and I don't always agree on things, but I thought the interview went really well. And I'm going to be doing a whole bunch more of those in the future, so be on the lookout for that. Shoot, if you got some ideas for who you might think I should interview next, be sure and put some comments in the description of this video. Give me some suggestions. Alright, now that's enough talking about the big news. Let's go ahead and get into the matches from the last 2 weeks. Now, way back on the 10th of the November, we had us a Geektacular match. And in this match, we seen that their cleanser feller, James Spence, take on Hunter the Sniper Chambliss. And what do you know? That there cleanser went and finally won himself a match. Now, our next match was on the 11th of the November, and as many of you know, that there Ruben Colon feller who fancies himself the Kingslayer wants to have a match against my friend Ishan Bajpayee, the true Kingslayer. Well, the rest of us in the fraction decided if he wants to have that match, he's got to go through all of us first. And he had his first match against us, against my main man, the Maniac, Mark Kamire. And, you know, I hate to say it, but Ruben won that match. Now, I don't know yet if he's going to be facing me next or if he's going to be facing the SmashMouth next. But as soon as we know, I will make sure that you know. Now, our next recap is from another Geektacular match that happened on the 14th of November. And in this one, we seen that there Alex, the Gothfather Frost, take on Dylan, the Danger Zone Ward. And this was a debut match for both of these fellers, and it was very close. But that there Gothfather pulled off the victory. And our last match to recap took place on the 17th of the November, and this was a special match. It's one of the matches that their founder of the MTFO, David the Spaniard Garcia, talked about in his big announcement. And this was a singles match. Feels weird saying that. We ain't had one of them in a while. But this was a singles match pitting that there Grant Gregory, the Australian Devil, against Jimmy Hazard Derry. And now the winner of this match turned out to be Grant Gregory, and he will be going on to face that there Golden God, Michael Campbell, in a #1 contenders match. So whoever wins that match will be the first person that our new champion, who's crowned at the big event at the end of the year, will have to defend the title against. Those were some dang good matches, folks. And even though I done told you who won them all, if you ain't seen them, you should definitely hop over into the playlist and check them out. Now, seems like there should be something else that we need to do. Oh yeah, we got some matches to preview. Let's talk about what's coming up this week. Now, our first match we got coming up this week is going to be in that there singles division. And in this one, we're going to see that there cleanser fella, James Spence, who happens to be 0-2 in this division, taking on my friend in the fraction, Tony SmashMouth held. And my good friend Tony is 1-1 in this division. So I definitely think he's the favorite here. And he's also going to have me there with him doing some of that there managing. So you folks, make sure to check this one out. That's going to be a really good match right there, folks. And, you know, we've been talking a lot about the fraction dealing with that there Ruby feller. We ain't forgot about the Dollhouse. Shoot, dealing with them Looney Tunes is part of the reason the fraction is here. And I got it on pretty good authority that there Dollface lady is locked up pretty deep in that there asylum. So looks like Mr. Clean is going to be on his own this week. I like that. Well, here's a little something we put together to kind of get you excited about this match.
Yeah, so apparently I'm facing this Tony Healed guy. I mean, I know he's pretty obsessed with me, but honestly, I don't really care about him.
How can you look crazy and insane when you're going against a madman? When you can't get a word in because SmashMouth is running miles a minute.
Put me against some, like, little goody two-shoes, little funny joke man, Tony. Thank you. Whoever gave me this match, thank you.
But if you guys want to watch the absolute humbling of the cleaner, I'm more than happy to do so.
So yeah, come on, Tony. I'll see you on game day. And then, I'm not playing very nice. See you in the ring, bitch.
But the thing that you gotta remember, you're predictable. I'm not.
The Hillbilly's looking really forward to that one there, folks. Been trying to put together one of these here Fraction versus Dollhouse matches for a while. So this will be a good one. This will be a good one. You guys make sure you tune in. But you know what? That ain't all. We also are going to have us a Geektacular match this week. And we're going to see that there Hot Fuzz Joe Farrelly, who is coming hot off of his debut in the Geektacular division with a 1-0 record, taking on my buddy who's pulling double duty this week, Tony SmashMouth Held. And this will be Tony's debut in this division. That's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to see how my boy Tony does in that there Geektacular division. I'm thinking he's going to bring home one of these. I think that's a W. He's going to bring home a W. And those are all the matches I know of coming out this week. Now, there might be some more coming out. And also, you know, we got that there backlog of matches that's going to be coming out soon. So as soon as I have a date on when they'll be dropping, I will let you folks know. So I guess it's time to wrap things up. Make sure you folks take a peek down in the description of this video. There are all kinds of good links down there. There's even links where you can get your own MTFO shirts and swags. And maybe some hillbilly stuff as well. So check them out. Also, you know, drop us a line down in the comments. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we need to work on. Just, you know, don't be hateful with it. And we'll do what we can to get better. And then also, as always, until I see you next time, you folks keep it glorious.